Alrighty, good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers. We have a new. Let me make sure that I'm. Yep, okay. So it was doing some performance testing. So let's go back to where we actually were. We have a new update. We have more gases. So that's cool, but that does mean that I no longer have a working water production system, and that's one thing that I have got to figure out. I am aware that sulfuric acid is now in the Venus atmosphere, so I have to deal with that as well. So I think I can let that one run for a little bit. Encoding overloaded. Why are you telling me that? Because I missed like 3 packets. Okay. You whatever, OBS. Ooh, frame rate's low. Okay, well, hang on. Maybe I can't watch that in the background. We can't have that on in the background. I don't know what else I can do. Well, very fascinating, very fascinating. So anyway. Now I'll just have to deal with a little bit of a low frame rate tonight. Hopefully it's not too bad. So we have, this is atmospheric pipe. So, oh, not sulfuric acid, sorry. Hydrochloric acid. So, that's funny. Still have water in my pipe, so that's fine. That is fine. Okay, so, the other thing that I'm aware of while I was doing my performance testing is that all my filters are they need some programming. So these ones that I just built, let's update the code, and this is just because the volatiles got renamed. Edit. Sorry. Correction. Import. Edit. I will have to do a little bit more experimentation with this because this is a universal program for a filter, and it goes through the different gases, and obviously there's more now. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a quick break here. I just remember there's something that I forgot to do. Methane. There we go. So this is the code that I need. Let me export that and slap that in there. So that'll work now. So one moment while I undo something that I did. Okay, I'm back. So the legend goes that the reason I missed yesterday was because my water heater went out. So I ended up having to replace it. And with that I had to rebuild the mixing valve. So what that was, I turned the water off, so if I'm making adjustments trying to sorry, I ran up and down the stairs, so that's why I'm huffing and puffing. I been making adjustments to try to get it to the right temperature. Well, I turned the supply line off just in case I broke the screw out or whatever and started peeing everywhere, so it was a cautionary measure. And I forgot to turn the valves back on, so my wife just came in and said that she couldn't take a shower. So for all those that are married, knows that means stop exactly what you're doing right now, right then, 10 minutes ago, and take care of it. So I did. So with that, here we are. I'm going through and dealing with all these. We're gonna export that. No. Okay. Is that named? That is named. Good. I'm gonna kick you on. I'm not exactly sure why you're off. And this will be pollutant. This one doesn't necessarily need to be running. Oh, I kind of know why that one's not running. This one I'm just going to write the code because if I use that chip, I'm not going to remember to do that. Okay. I also have you here. Excuse me. Come here. I'm going to write all these chips, even though this one's not going to be in use either. This one is in use. These are older generation that literally use specifically the... Oh, right. This one doesn't have the data port. Oh, God. Oh, actually. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I'm going to be moving gases around, so. You're a special piece of code. You know what? Yeah. I should probably... Do I have any other... Okay, let's check these. I've got... Oh, yeah, the furnace filters. They're similar. They're of similar. Pull that out. Export. You're updated. Export. You're updated. Export. You're updated. And export. You're updated. You're on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. You have no... So we're not even going to worry about you. Okay, very little bit of NOS. So we're doing good. Yeah, degasser. We're running it hotter now, so we will melt lead. And I might bring that temperature down a little bit, slowly. One of the problems I have is if it combusts, it usually gets to the point where it actually makes ingots and sends it out, so I might have accidental... If I'm accidentally making ingot like a gold... What are the... One of those... Gold, copper, or silver, then I might have it shove off to the finished product silos. So, okay. So we got that. We are filtering everything we need to, with the exception of hydrochloric acid. Right? Am I shoving any of that into the... Yep, I am starting to. Right? It's actually aiming at a pipe that I can see. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so... Yep, okay, we can see that we are now low enough pressure that we're sucking hydrochloric acid into this pipe. Okay, so... Basically, 100% of this content will be hydrochloric acid because it is not being dealt with. Let's see, carbon dioxide and nitrogen should be going... Well, there will be nitrogen in the pipe, as well as a little bit of a pollutant, because this is taking the input and exporting everything but the carbon dioxide. So, okay. Okay, so we'll... Let's make sure these are empty. Let's go ahead and pull this. Yeah. Because we don't need this anymore. wrench. We're gonna wrench that. We're gonna wrench that. And then this. Okay. Pull these up. And we'll start moving stuff. Because this is already to a different location. We'll leave that. How are we doing on pressure? Yep, we can back this up. Right? Yeah, we're good. How are we doing temperature-wise? We are matched, so we can get rid of that. I'm going to leave that as is for the moment. Let's just go ahead and move this stuff over. I will need to make a tank. But this will be for the... for the hydrochloric acid. So it'll be here. And pull you out. You're going to be filtration. And you are right here. Right? Yeah, there we go. There we are. And because I'm going to be playing right here, we're doing that. Okay. Drop these down. Hey, good evening, Ovek. The plan for tonight is trying to get my water system back up and running with the new gas update. So, I'm psyched for that. And I'm also going to handle hydrochloric acid. Sounds like a fun time. But, yep, we're pretty well off. I made sure that I had plenty of water on hand, so I'm not going to die of thirst. I may die of other things, but thirst should not be one of them. Okay, pull that out, pull that out. Okay, filtration. Let's name these suckers. So this is going to be hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid. Okay, we are ready to go. Let's... Don't need to do that. Actually, we're going to have to build a locker kit out here. Let's set you down. I guess I need pipes anyway, but let's throw this in. This isn't going to execute until I turn it on anyway. That'll be fine. We need... what color is hydrochloric acid? Hydrochloric acid. Green and gray. Do I do alternating green and gray? That seems kind of annoying, but we can do that. I will need to print off, filters for that. And because I know this is, well, you know what, let's test it. Let's see if it's a bug. Let's see if it's still a bug. I haven't mentioned anything about it, so large. It's not large, you idiot. Heavy? Yeah, okay. So we don't have the heavy filters, but if I go over here, poke this, okay. Let's do this step by step. I just turned the machine on, that's all I did. Still not there. Okay, let's bring up the recipes. Bring up the recipes, and now we should have the heavy filters. Heavy, yeah, look at that. All those heavy filters all of a sudden. Helium, hydrazine, hydrochloric acid, that's the one we want. Okay, get this going. Sounds like a good one. Have not seen the new update yet. Away from the PC for a week now, so it'll be a nice surprise to see what it's about. Yep, I've been away from Stationeers. I was able to do a couple things here and there, but I have not had a good opportunity to sit down and really play with it, so it's pretty much brand new for me as well. Radiators are over here. Do I have this pipe radiator? Let's shove that in there. Okay. Phase change device. I think I got everything I need here. I can drop pipes, regular pipes down. Okay. So we need green, we need gray, and then we need backup pipes. These will be the 2 filters, right? No. Come here. And you come here. Alright, so let's get the hydrochloric acid filtration. One more thing. We need tank kits. Tank insulated tank kits. And we're going to need 5 of those for the big one. Okay. What are we missing? Copper and silicon. Silicon's right here. You have copper? You have plenty of copper. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I'll do... Do I want to do alternating 5x5s? Or me? Oh, geez, I don't know. I should have grabbed the brown pipe, because I'm going to need brown pipe too. Gonna need brown pipe. Okay, hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid. Gonna do... 1 out. We do our alternate and do 5 up. Do also 5 up. Okay, alternate. This will be a... Let's say just a 1 and a 1. Okay. Oh no, just... Wow. Okay, that'll work. Got those. Alright, there's that. Now we need brown pipe because I forgot the brown pipe. Because I'm a genius. The rest of what I have is basically fuel mix, so... Wait. That was only 1 batch of silicon, huh? That was... We're almost there. Alright, how are we doing on silicon then? Okay, we can order up some silicon. Silly. Let's order up some silly. Copy to clipboard, thank you. Can't wait to actually have this. Okay, that's going to be 1 off. There we go. That will spit it out. I think I can get away with just doing this. I think. Hopefully. So, one thing that I've got to figure out is how to use the digital valves better. Because the way this works is when I dump the... when I open up the silo and dump it, sometimes it gives an extra 1. Which in the case of a straight ore, like I'm doing silicon right now, that's not a problem because I'll just make an extra 50. But in the case of an alloy, that potentially can throw off the mix. And the only time it's acceptable is if the first ore out is the one that, in its current configuration, is if what? Oh, I know what it is. Okay, so I can't do that. It immediately shut off before it even ejected. Oopsie. Yeah, so what was I saying? So yeah, if the first item is the one that dumps an extra one, then it'll actually make the mix perfect. But if not, then it's a problem. Okay, I don't need the green or the brown. That's definitely brown. It's gray. Okay. Actually, those print off pretty quick. Dying over here of coughs or something. Okay, so I think I used the digital valves. I got to play around with those and see if that's a more solid option. Like tell it to open up with a specific ratio. That might do the trick. This one, I wish you could do two-tone. Wish you could do two-tone. Can't, so here we are. Okay, so this will get part of my problem taken care of. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, we have that ready to roll. The way I've been doing this is this. Okay. So now I should be able to fire this up, and we have gonna have hydrochloric acid over here. Well, I would say, except for there's a very important thing that's missing. Okay. We're going to be tackling this sooner than later, because yeah. So I have a gas channel. And I have a gas index. Now the gas index is for filters. And filter mode is that... how do I... gas channel and gas index. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Gas channel, gas indexes are different. Registries. Filter type. That's ORSM. Aha. This is right here. So filters. Do I even need to? Yes, I do. I need to know the gas index. Okay, so... Alright. I need a test bed. I need a test bed. So first off, let's grab a console. Right? Because I can do a LED. Yeah, okay. That's what I need for that. And then let's just grab a chip. This should be all I need. Should be all I need. So I'm going to have it read the filter slot and write it to this. Tell me what the gas channel is going to be. So, one moment. All right. Get that in line. I'm going to rename this filter type. All right. That's its name. We're going to open up. We're going to swap. Swap these out. Dang it. Okay. Let's go ahead and edit. What we're going to do is super simple. I don't think that's actually necessary. So I'm going to turn that off. Main. What I'm going to do is load slot. R0 dB slot index 0. Filter type. Set batch. Device hash. Set batch by name. Yeah, hang on. Okay, now we need console. This guy right here. This is what we want. Okay, jump main. So this should tell me okay, 0. Okay, that is interesting. That's a strange number. Not immediately recognizable. So programmer decimal 167777216. That is okay. Let's pull this open. Import, edit. And this doesn't really matter, but we are going to move gas channel, and this type is going to be logic type dot ratio hydrochloric input acid input acid HCl. Oh, it's not going to be here. Filtration. Logic type nope. Gas channel. Oh my goodness. Eventually I'll get what I'm looking for here.
Hunger caution.
Gas type. Hydrochloric acid. Oh. No, hydro was it chloric acid? Hydro. Filtration. Oh, don't tell me you can't read it. That would be stupid. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What kind of oversight is that? Wow, I'm disappointed. They missed that? They literally missed that. Okay, this is a problem. It's a very big problem. So that's unbelievable. The IC-10. So, hello, the IC-10. Yeah, okay, so what's going on here is I have a generic script to, that checks for a specific gas on the input of, input pipe on a filtration unit and then turns it on and off, or, well, active or idle as necessary. But I'm just noticing that there's no channel associated with it, so you can't actually read the input on these filtration devices if there's any of that in the. Is it? Okay, let's confirm that, because maybe it's just not in the Stationpedia. Device, liquid, methane, nitrous. Yeah, look at that. There's ratio oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen pollutant, methane, water, nitrous oxide. None of the new gases are in here. So my script cannot work. My script that I have cannot work until they get that fixed. Yep, I'm gonna have to raise a ticket for sure, because that is sad. Oh crap! I had my calculator up. Okay, well, do this move gas index as it stands is going to be. I could put in that big number, but I don't really want to. 167777216. Let's bring Stationeers back in focus here. This is going to be. This is actually hex. Wait, hex? That's not right. I guess it is right. Right. That's 40. I'm kind of interested in how they came up with some of these. If they had other stuff, you know, I'll finish that later. But I got the guts of it in here, so this is what the gas index is going to be if they ever get this in here. That's great. Oh, yep. Okay, that's an excellent point. Maybe it's in the gas analyzer and not the filtration device. I don't know. Well, it depends on how they handle it, but anything is just an unstated 0. I think I have a pipe analyzer right here. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's see if this is our hydration critical. I guess we should eat, drink, and be merry. Let's eat, drink, and be merry real quick. And I just brought nitrous in here, which I didn't want to do, but that's fine. more water. No, it's a leading zero is all it is. So like hex 1 is the same as 0, 1. At least it should be. If they didn't, then they're doing something wrong. Let's give this a try. Pipe analyzer. Well, we can plug you right here. We would only need one for the network. Okay, turn you on. Wrong. Oops. Get out of here. Pipe analyzer. Okay, they do have, all right. Okay. That's irritating that it's actually has to be an external device to the filtration. Okay, so that'll work. Ratio hydrochloric acid. Now let's take a look at the pipe analyzer and see what what type of channel this is. Let's see. Liquid, ratio. My goodness, where it is. Hydrochloric acid. Logic type. Okay. Alright. So let's edit this. So logic type. Do I have its ratio? Hydrochloric acid. Oh, wait. What? Okay. Okay. Define hash sensor. Whoa, what are you doing, computer? Why did I just drop that far down? It's down to 2 frames. That was ridiculous. Pipe analyzer. Let's grab you. So we gotta. All right. So I gotta adjust my code here. On mode, set batch, H sensor on. How do I want to do this? This is a filter type, that's fine. That's what we want to do. Alright, here. Branch not equals 0 AL filters, check filters. Okay. Check filters. At this point, then I would have to... Well, hang on. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. Let's... Huh. Yeah. It's just a sanity check for my face, is all it is. Obviously, it can't turn itself on. It can turn itself off. It just can't turn itself on. But load batch. I'm using R15 as a temp variable. Yeah, R15. Device hash is going to be the hash for the sensor. Let's do... let's do maximum. Yeah. Yeah, maximum's fine. Okay. Branch equals 0. R15, go back to our branch. Right. Yeah, branch equals 0. Right, okay, yep, okay. Found my brain. It's a tough thing to find sometimes. I need to jump to the register. If there's nothing set, there's no reason to check the filters. Quite frankly, because I can't. That's the idea. Otherwise, push that, move filter. Check for gas. Okay, so instead of this, what we're going to load here, load batch, is going to be the sensor. Gas channel, batch mode. Let's do an average, just in case there's multiple. So that should make that work. But I'm going to have to get rid of all of these inputs. Hydrochloric acid, jump for gas, filtration, so this should now work. Okay, so with that on the network, let's pull this open, export, and swap these chips out. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, let's check, see what I botched. We're going to... I guess I could even adjust this for like moles and stuff. No, you can't. You just get the ratio. Alright. So all we have is the ratio for all of this. Logic type. Ratio. Gas channel. Supposed to be here. Filters. Combine. Huh. I think it's 215, is that what it is? 216. Technically it should be... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I got that batched. Let me check. 167772216, and that is 100. Aha! Off by 1. Off by 1. This'll work now. Oh, shoot. Yep, there we go. I was off by 1. I was reading the wrong channel. Wasn't complaining about it. Oh, that was just the logical. That's all that was. There we go. Now I have no idea of, as far as the pressure curve on this. Okay, so as long as it's above 158 degrees, it will not liquefy. It is above 158, so we're good for now. Okay. Yep, there we go. Back to oscillation. Okay. I'm not going to worry about writing any of the new ones yet, or rewriting those. They are functioning as is. Okay, perfect. The only reason I'm putting into U is because, actually I don't even need to. It's nitrogen for the greenhouse. Whatever. And, okay, so, perfect. Step 1, done. Step 1 is done. It's fine, we're done here. You're nice and cold. How about you? You're pretty cold. Pretty warm. Now you're pretty cold. Well, pretty average. Your greenhouse temperature. Okay. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Okay, perfect. I think immediate crises averted. I am pulling nitrogen out, so that's fine. Okay. I do need liquid nitrogen, so I'd like to continue my search here. Gas for less. That's actually the first 9x9 that I've seen. Gas for less. Well, I have plenty of gaseous nitrogen. I would rather not have any more. AC code, new filters. Well, we're part of the way there. Use advanced furnace for degassing. That's the thought. Okay. I'm just looking through my notes real quick to see if there's anything that I need to handle. Nope. Now on to making alcohol. Do they have a... Okay, so from what I understand, our process for making water is either ozone, which, let's see if there's any sources for ozone other than traders. Does not appear to be, which is what I figured. So I think what we're looking for is... Let's see. What am I... What? Why is there two listings here? Am I missing... Oh, liquid. Okay, liquid. There we go. Okay, so hydrogen and oxygen, which I don't have any hydrogen. Hydrogen and NOS, which I don't have any hydrogen. Hydrogen and ozone, which I have neither. So alcohol and oxygen, I can do that. Alcohol and NOS, that's good to know. Very hot. Very, very, very hot. So it's looking like... Actually, that's pretty clean. This isn't too bad either. So alcohol and O2 or alcohol and NOS. Dismiss. Yep, ozone is easy. Pipe to the upper atmospheres of the atmosphere, or upper layers of the atmosphere, and slurp up as much as you want. Yeah. Yeah, it might take me a while, a couple ladders, but yeah. So we make alcohol and use up our O2 and possibly NOS, which we make a boatload of O2, so that's not a problem. Now, alcohol, on the other hand, I hit the wrong button. Alcohol decomposes into methane, so I need to make sure that I dump it into a pressurized vessel. So I guess I'm going to put I'm just going to put 2 megapascal in there, just make sure that it's as liquid as best as it ever can be. And okay. All right. So, what we're looking for is the fermenter. made from an atmospherics kit. Okay. And it uses... Okay. Alright. Now my question would be... Would it be better to shred it up into biomass or just shove it into... Okay. 1 hay is 3 moles of alcohol. Biomass is 10... Okay, yeah, so shredding it is definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. So shred it into biomass. Centrifuge it. There we go. Okay. Perfect. I have no idea how big the kit is, so... Atmospherics kit. 1. Boom. Dumbass. Boom. What are you doing? Oh. Dummy. It's because I flipped the wrong lever, then immediately threw the new... yeah, okay. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature in my code. Okay, I don't need... Excuse me. What is going on here? Alright, stop goofing around. My code, my order system really did not like what I did there. Okay, so we're going to have air conditioner, filtration, electrolyzer, combustor, okay, neutralizer, and a fermenter. And wow, that is one chunky boy. So am I going to have to put this... Negative infinity. No, I think it loaded a 0 value into the instruction, I think is what it was. I might have to go through and rewrite that. Okay, so... Alright, what am I going to do? I am no longer... Okay. At this point, I am no longer going to be able to use this to centrifuge my ores. So I have to remember that. Will I remember that? Probably not. So that being said, I probably should... Never did. Negative. Yeah. No, it's not negative infinity. It's just divide by 0. That's all. Sorter. Do I have a sorter? Do I have a sorter? I have a sorter. Imagine that. Okay. Do I have a computer kit and a sorter? These are all hash displays. Okay. I'm not sure if the fermenter off gases as it's going. I kind of imagine it would. So it's going to be a vacuum. Okay. Let's pull up the chutes first. Paranoia setting in. Don't mind me. Trying to remember if a write instruction 0 immediately cancels it, or if it actually just tells it to print as much as it can. I forget if that's the case or not. This is that chute. All right. Okay. All right. We are no longer going to kill ourselves by vacuuming to space. Of course, obviously, we're not in space. We're in Venus. Be just as deadly. Okay, this is for... Okay, let's write... Oh, that's just... Needs a power tool here. Bam, bam, okay. Grinder, right? Hand drill. Alright, before we do anything fancy. So this is the gas sensor. Wow, I can hear my wind turbines rolling. That's pretty impressive. Plastic sheets, we're going to... Find the pixel. That one's fine. Composite wall. Wait, did I? No, you're fine. Gotta do it from inside. Really? Do a window, and we'll do a window here. Do I have? I do, okay. Wall. Wall, that's type 1. Is that the correct? I think that's correct orientation, and that's type 1 on the floor. I am, however, going to pull that up so that I can see the wiring. Goodness gracious. Arc furnace, atmospherics kit, sorter. Let's drop one of these on the floor. This can go over here. Alright. So we're going to come out of there, immediately go to... Do I have these pinned out, or they have them batched? Okay, I have them batched, so that's fine. Okay. You're probably fine, but we're going to move you out of the way just in case. You're going to have to do something special. Alright, so first we're going to go into a sorter. This is going to come out... Server. Of course, this is stupid. Alright. So we're going to do this, that'll be fine. So we're going to come out here. So if I remember right, this is the unfiltered input, this is the filtered output. So if that's the case... I'm in another room, my light's turned off. We're just going to do that. Drop it on the ground. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to go over to the fermenter. That actually looks pretty good. I like that. What do we need to build it up? I think it was steel sheets. Pipe first, pipe first. I don't have the pipe on me. Imagine that. Get in the door. Okay. Slap that there, grab the pipe. Okay. Alright. This fermenter complete with chip. I don't think I need. Alright, so... Oh, right. Okay. Okay, this will get us in here, so there's the data and power for that. Let's just go out the front. We're going to have the vent. Can we put a... No, we can't. That's what I thought. New way to blow stuff up. Yep, that's about sums it up. Okay, so this is going to be the waste pipe out of this room. I gotta figure out where this is actually going to go. Cut that, because that's where the vent's going to go. Vent. Right there. Other side. Sensor. Crap. Keep forgetting the stupid chutes in the way. I'm going to put the gas sensor right here, right on the bound of the box. Hopefully that does me good. You are going to go right here. Good. Okay. So, oh yeah, and I gotta... So this, I can do the rest from the front. Let's... I have no idea how long this is going to take to run. Do that. We can go up, we can go down, we can go up. Actually, this should be backwards, or the other way around that. Let's do that. Go this way. Okay. I've got 3, so I will go ahead and just do this, this, and then we'll put a window in here. Go. Okay. Gas sensor, that. Good. What did I do with my plastic sheets? What the heck did I do with my plastic sheets? Shh. I don't know what kind of crazy person would put stuff on the floor. Oh, I'm going to run out of plastic. Gonna run out of plastic here. That one's not ready to tie up. Oh my, getting my head stuck on a pipe. You here. There we are, and there we are. There we are. Bam. Oh. Oh, right, my cheater.
Hunger caution.
There we go. So this is all ready to go. Let's get the glass. Good Lord. Need plastic. Can I hit it? Oh, I can. Okay, that's ready to go. That's ready to go. We can't construct it while it's damaged, but you can deconstruct it and then immediately reconstruct it. Because that just fixes it. Okay. Whatever you say so. So this one should also be a window just so I can have visibility on the process. Give me plastic. Oh. Oh dear. I'm out of plastic. Okay. I guess... Hello! That was a heck of a throw. Plastic. Let's go ahead and make, let's make 100 of them. Okay. Alright. I just need 2, I believe. Okay, so that's all set. Floor's good. Wall's good. Ceiling's good. Okay, so literally I need the pipe coming out of there. If it's high enough pressure, I don't think... Wow. Let's see. So the lowest temperature is 320. Oh, 100. Oh, at 1 bar. Okay, I see. Minimum condensation. Alright, so I think as long as I just keep the pressure... Ooh, that's a nice auto-ignition temperature. Yeah, okay, so as long as I keep the pressure above whatever I pressurize it with, above a megapascal, will be fine. So let's grab this and this. That's where I'm going to start. That's where I'm going to start. I just want to get it outside of the room so I can play with it.
Low pressure.
Shit.
Oxygen critical. Pressure critical.
I just did some damage to my lungs again. That's why I've been bypassing them. It's right there. It's so bright, can't see. Go there. Go there. Pipe down. Okay, I think alcohol 17 moles per liter, right? Okay. Biomass. 17 moles per liter. Oh, wow. I'm going to exaggerate and say 2 biomass makes a liter. Obviously not quite correct. It's 1.7, but I'm just going to do 2 because it's easier to remember. And these are 40. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to have to put a volume tank on or something. I'm going to have to deal with that. Sooner than later. 320 liters? Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. Alright, so that gives me a little bit of time. So now we need to rewrite this code. Wow. So helpful. Just pull that out. Okay. Import code. Alrighty, so we no longer have a furnace. Come on. Come on. Come on. Editor. Thank you. Alrighty, so shredder. We still have the shredder, that's fine. We still have the centrifuge, we have the vent, we have the sensor. We do not have the furnace. So, spell it right. Oh my goodness. So, fermenter.
Hydration critical.
Combusting the alcohol is pretty tricky since it evaporates at 150. Yeah, you just have to make sure that you get it there at a low enough temperature. Okay, alright. I guess we can take this inside. Let's hit the trader real quick. Do we have any... Nope. They're right on the dial, though. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, there's that. I probably should take a shower. Oop. Stand over here, take that off. Oh, alrighty. Okay, so edit. Fermenter view. Okay. So fermenter, load slot 0. Occupied. Okay, so I'm going to assume that we can just... And... Mode. And we don't need to... I don't think we need to activate it, but I could be wrong. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna have it always active. Just turn the power on and off because that'll change. That'll save me a little bit of power. I think. Yeah, maybe it's not even worth it. Maybe that's what I need. Okay, so is there an activate? I don't think it is. I think you just load it up and it just works based on what I see. Error lock maximum setting. That's interesting. Just going to go ahead and cancel that. Centrifuge is good. Okay, so I think this code will work for what we are doing. Setting. I don't see any way for a setting from us. So I'm not gonna sweat it. Not gonna sweat the setting. Okay. So I think we're good here. So I can just plug this in. Yeah, I can't drag it out of there. Okay. You're on, but should be off. On, but not active, I should say. Sorter's not set up. I have to do something with that. You know what? I'm just going to grab you. Map motherboard. Hey, we're going to slap that over here. Stealing the computer. I do want to grab... not switchgrass. Because I want to... yeah, you know what? Sure. Crap. Got so much garbage in my bag. I'm just going to leave the furnace in here. Okay. Should pass through, get shredded. Pass out here. Make it over here. Load it up. Spit it out. Now I gotta do the sorter real quick. Sure. Figure out I got a computer somewhere that's got a sorter, I think. Actually, you know, maybe that's in the tool. Maybe I put that in the tools. No, I didn't. What do we have in here? It's logic motherboard. I'm trying to figure out because I programmed that one, I think, with These are all hash displays. Oh, there we go. Sorter motherboard. There we go. Didn't have to print another one off. Alright, so in this case... that's not it. I want to... you know what? I might actually have to put a junction in there. Okay, sorter... whitelist. Biomass. I feel like everything is completely out of order. Can we grab... no, we can't. Grab this. So we want to throw in plant. Plant will be fine to go through. See if there's a seed, if that's like a particular... Decayed food, well, it shouldn't go through. It should come through as biomass. It's quite frankly what it should come through as. Throw kits. Biomass, there you are. So plants or biomass should pass through. Sure, we'll make it look. Okay, so that should, if I'm not mistaken, the biomass should go straight through. Everything else gets spat out. Which means I can still use it as is. Alright. This doesn't seem to be... Hopefully it doesn't throw a hissy fit. I don't know what the... This might actually... Oh, crap. Well, you know what? That's gonna evaporate to methane. I was gonna prime it anyway, so whatever. Irreversibly, so it doesn't condense back down. Yep, that's fine. It'll make a head pressure. It'll make a pressure. That's okay. That's okay. Galactic Metallurgy. Void vessels. Orbit Ops Hardware. Nebula Nectars. Now, I fell for that last time. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I imagine we're going to find out. Fermenter. Does it even tell you? Resources used, and yeah, that doesn't say anything. But if we go and use biomass as... So when you off-gas this, it comes off at 0. Oh, there we are. Okay, we're almost done. Shut down, eject. Hopefully my sorter is correct. Okay. Slowing down. Should basically just be one chunk that goes through. I forgot to turn that frickin' sorter on. Okay, hang on. Okay. I'm assuming it's slot 0, which is import. These don't actually really matter, but... Okay, there. We're going to turn it on because it's occupied. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Well, how are we doing over here? Is that really at vacuum? Well, we're gonna find out. You're fine. Let's crack the glass here because we gotta get in there. Okay. Let's turn you off. Cough. Okay, this is... Alright, well, let's do it. No. You're gonna go down. You're gonna come this way. That's right. Good golly. Good golly, I have this all configured all wrong. No, not that one. Okay, so first off, can we do this? We can do this. This. Okay, there's that. You come straight through and make a little bit of a spaghetti network. Okay, there we go. There's that. Now, okay, there's junction just like that. Okay, there's... Alright. Just enough shoots for that. Just enough shoots for that BS. Okay, you're running. Alright, biomass. Boom. There we are. Now we are fermenting. Now let's see. We are... Not hearing that run, so I don't think it's actually doing anything. Okay. Mode idle. Why would you be set mode idle? Alright. Oh, jeez. Okay. I hate sticking my head through here, but okay. We don't seem to be making... Oh, okay. That actually ferments pretty stupid quick. 10 mole of liquid alcohol and 10 mole of water. So what do we have here? So we have alcohol, we have polluted water, we have regular water. Okay. Looks like it's coming out at like 20 C or 25. Best I can tell. Of course, we're losing temperature because of evaporation, so that's... Yeah, so it looks like it's coming, the alcohol is coming out at like 20 C. 20 or 25. That's manageable. That is certainly manageable. So that means that my water filtration needs to happen. Yeah, the 21.4 I'm assuming has something to do with... Well, I guess we're going to find out. I am... Oh, these are insulated pipes, so that's not even pulling in temperature from the room. This is all latent. Okay, so maybe 25? Alright. How many... Oh, wow, okay. Good to know. Now... It's mostly polluted water, so I wonder if the polluted water evaporated and then recondensed. And that's how I got a little bit of clean water out of it. Okay, it's starting to look more like 25, but we're going to let this go. Eventually it's going to find an equilibrium point. So that's good. Okay, so I do need... Alright. You served your purpose, thank you. I have to keep it as a liquid. I can't... Yeah. Now there's a liquid filtration now. So liquid filtration seems like it operates on the same principle, pretty much. Just uses, apparently, liquid filters. So what I'm dealing with here is I need to pull off the alcohol. I'm going to pressurize this pipe probably with methane. Not at that temperature though. Maybe I just need to let it do its thing. Let it build its own head pressure. Basically just pull the alcohol off, let it evaporate however much it wants. Alright, Ovek, 2 a.m. That's a little ahead of me, so thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you could join us for tonight. So have a good night. Okay, so that is very good. That's a 26.4, maybe. We're evaporating, so we're still losing. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna call that a good. That's good. Okay, this now. Alcohol, 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 alcohol. Okay, water. How do we want to handle that? Because the alcohol has to stay liquid. The rest of the stuff doesn't super matter. Because I could filter that off and then just do a purge valve or something. Okay. Alright. So this is a fuel mix. I should probably disconnect that from... How do I want to do that? I need to get rid of this extra methane. The other option would be to dump it right back into the waste network. Maybe that's the way to go. Are you still running? You're active. What are you? Where are you pulling oxygen from? Oh, I might be pulling it out of the green. No, wait. The greenhouse shoves it straight in. Where am I getting oxygen from? It's not over here, right? I don't think this is kicking on. Yeah, where am I pulling my oxygen from? Oh, wait, no. Oh. Wait, no, this isn't spawning atmosphere, I don't think. These aren't indicating any damage now. There's no oxygen coming from here. There's no oxygen. Should be coming off of this pipe. Oh, maybe that's a micro oscillation from... Where did I even get the oxygen from? Ah, whatever. Okay, so we are done... I think we are done condensing water essentially on this side. So let's go ahead and grab some of those plastic sheets so I can put some stuff on the floor and not worry about popping a hole in the floor. Actually, I'm going to have more pipes. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. Those pipes for now. Yeah, that's... Hang on. You? That might be that guy. Oh my goodness, get over. Check and verify. None of these should be singing. Okay, the red pipe is a little high. Red pipe's a little high. Not this guy. So, I mean, it could be the red pipe. Let's do that. Let's go check on that. Red pipe might be high. At least he's already running. It's not you. Turn you on. Very hot pipe. Alright, let's go up top. Maybe it's my air conditioners? Or something? I really gotta do something with this. Okay, this is 6 megapascals. Well, 5. Okay, still don't have enough water in this system, I don't think. You have 20 liters, you have 20 liters. You have 20 liters. You... Wow! You're only at 1.2, 2.8, 2.0. Yeah, maybe I need more evaporators. Okay. Singing pipes. Maybe it's elsewhere. $45. Okay, let's go ahead and cycle you. Cycle you. Okay.
Hunger caution.
All right. Okay. Okay, that's reasonable. So the 16 pieces of biomass that I passed through here gave me 10 liters of alcohol. That's impressive. Let's go out here. Pretty low pressures, pretty low pressures. That's pretty high temperature, but it's also very low volume. Oh. Hang on. I doubt very much that it's over here, but let's check how. Yeah, where am I getting all this noise out of? Actually, literally does sound like it's coming from the furnace rooms. Which doesn't make any sense, because I mean, this one right here should be... Yeah, it's only 30 megapascals, so... You know what? That's... Okay, that is one place that I did not check. Was my cooling array up on top for the degasser. So let me check that real quick. Wait, is this door damaged? How did the door get damaged? Wow, those things have like a lot more power now, it seems like. Oh, get over. Okay, so this over here. Okay, this is about where I'd imagine it'd be. Okay. Quite toasty in here. I almost forgot about this place. Fired up the rover, but never used it. Okay, so it's definitely the noise is coming from my furnace room, which confuses me as to why. Whatever. There's nothing in there that should be that overpressured. Oh well, when we have a big bang, we know what it is. Come on, it could be this guy. No, it's not this guy. Maybe because there's a little bit of luck. Actually, almost sounds like it's this guy.
Hydration critical.
So, I mean, that's 30 megapascals, so whoop-de-doo, and that's 20 megapascals, so whoop-de-doo. I don't know. I don't understand. Whatever. Let's eat, drink, be merry, go on to the next step. Which will be filtering the... Ooh. That's a question. How do I want to do that? So it would make sense to, I guess, filter it into your oxygen mix, but you have to make sure that it's cold enough. I could see where this could be tricky. Very, very tricky possibility. Alright, I was going to do something. Okay, I got distracted. I got distracted. I'll be ripping this kind of stuff up, so let's... Those are iron frames, so I'm going to have to be super careful with those. Nebula Nurturers. I would say that that's a seed trader, but I'll give it a shot. Okay, so we were here. We are disconnecting the oxygen from there. Okay. Leaving that as is. We are going to... That is disabled, so let's walk this back. So glad that they added this. At least it gives us an opportunity to protect ourselves from some idiot with a wrench, at least to some degree. Of course, those are iron wrenches or iron frames, so I'm gonna have to go do a little extra on those. Okay, now let's walk the steam pipe back. Okay. Alright, we're going to do that. And then we are going to pull this up. Okay. We're going to squish this into the condensation valve as much as we can. And rip out what we can't. So, valve. Okay, there's that. Now we need to walk other stuff back. Actually, do these things have any... didn't think they had any atmosphere or volume to them. Okay, that was... Okay. How are we doing? 55 liters, 12 liters. Boom. Boom. As is. All sorts of fun stuff. Looks like it just whatever was in there got destroyed. So great. Should have saw that coming. Okay, let's go take care of some of this stuff. Probably will need some more, but bells, insulated pipe, regular pipe, pressure regulator. That's a special one. All right, good, looking good. This is liquid side, right? As, well, I guess this is kind of a hybrid. Alright. I'm gonna need lots of that, but before we get there, Let's go clean up a little bit more. So eventually this front of the base is actually going to be almost presentable. These wrenches or these hand drills. Okay. Okay, now what I want to do is you okay, this is make sure that this is the waistline. Yeah, so if I plug this in, what do we got here? We don't have any O2 in here, so that's excellent. Because this is going to be pure methane. Do that. We're going to be pushing a lot of putting a lot of methane out. Yeah. Okay, so we will. So what do we have? 12.8 or so kilomoles. Okay, so we just have pressure. All right. Good. Okay. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. Light meter. I guess we can grab that. Okay. Alright, we have pulled the fuel mixer off, or the fuel fuel line out. Okay, so now at this point we have now this is my oxygen supply for breathing, so I'm going to leave this as is. I'm going to try not to blow myself away here. Okay, that valve went flying, but that wasn't too bad. Hey, good evening, Creative. It's going pretty well. I managed to get my fermenter going, and I made my first bit of switchgrass alcohol, and looks pretty good. So I'm just trying to clean up a little bit and work towards cleaning that up, or filtering it out. Just gotta figure out how I want to handle that. Okay, 25. You know what? Let's try a little bit more. Okay. Flow some air through the rest of the base. I got a lot of volume to fill. It's just a matter of getting it to go. Looks like someone put random stuff in your alcohol. I guess it's for flavor. Yeah. Well, I didn't pressurize this line, So it decomposed into methane, but apparently switchgrass... Actually, I want to see if it actually says anything about it. Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, so... Actually... So so you ferment, you get 10 moles of alcohol, 1 mole of polluted water. I'm trying to figure out how I got the pure water. I think when it first went in, because it was a vacuum, the polluted water evaporated and then recondensed. So it got rid of the dirt, apparently. So, yeah, alcohol decomposes into methane if it doesn't have enough pressure. So, when it evaporates, it becomes methane. So I think probably priming it with methane would be the best way. Then there's no... Or just let it do its thing. But I'm going to pull the water and polluted water off of this. And then I don't think I have to worry about anything else. And I think that's actually the better way to go about it, but... What the hell? Something making noise under the bird feeder behind me. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Yep, 349 plus whatever I had before the terrain update. Okay. I don't know what the pressure is going to be in this square, but I want to blow my eardrums out. Oh yeah. Right underneath them, 1.3 atmospheres. Okay. Alright. Ah, raccoon babies. That's what the noise is. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so at this point, I can take my passive vent and basically shove it where this radiator is. Or more likely right here. Passive vent. There we go. I don't think there's anything left in here. There's actually a significant amount left in there. Huh. Well, hang on. Then we're going to do it this way. Okay, now we can shove this here. Alright, gas mixer. Go ahead and pull that. Oh, yeah, that's its own thing. Okay, so we're getting a little bit cleaned up in here. That's looking good. It's looking gooder. Gas mixer, go down here. Pressure regulator, go there. A pipe meter, go there. That there, and some utility kits. Heat exchangers. Yeah, we're gonna need liquid filtration, right? Is that its own thing, or is it part of the... It is a liquid filtration kit, so it is its own thing. Liquid filtration. Iron, gold, copper. 1, thank you. Iron, gold, copper. I'm assuming I'm going to need, since I'm going to pull it off, liquid. You know what? Actually, that works well. What am I doing? No, filter. Water. Okay, let's do a heavy polluted water filter. Steel, Invar. Stellite. There we go. That's the polluted water. Now water, heavy water filter. And I'll just pipe that into... I'm hoping that you can run just plain water into the filtration unit and it'll just pass it. We're going to find that out though. So if I can do that, that'll just simplify it. I think I need these to make the rest of the unit. I want my liquid nitrogen. I think it's going to be easier for me to just create it myself at this point. Let's check our trader. Oh, I left this on because I was going to pull somebody down and I forgot to. Oops. So I'm actually going to put the filtration right here, I think. Oh my god, this thing's a chunky boy. So let's... Whoa, why is my frame rate just dropped all of a sudden? Oh, wow. Draw on this chunky boy. Okay, so we have input on one side. Is that gas? What do we have for... We have liquid input, liquid output, liquid waste. Oh, right, yeah, okay, yep. All right. Okay, that makes sense. So we're gonna make this chunky boy. I mean, this is how the other one builds, so okay. Alright, so we're going to do water and heavy water, and this is the unfiltered, so this is the garbage. So this is the waste pipe. I probably should insulate that. Come here. Liquid valve, do I need a liquid valve? I don't know. I'm gonna take some of these though. Okay, so first things first. Oh, okay. This is the input. Alright. Well, that's good. Makes this... Oh, dear. This gets really close to my pollutant loop. Okay. We're going to grab this, and we're going to put in a small tank. We're going to pull this out so I don't screw myself. Because I know me. And I'm going to yank this plane. Okay. 3. Okay, there's that. And you come over here. Alright, so this is the basic loop. Now for trying to figure out how to get this over to the other side. Oh dear. Because the... Alright. This. This is going to be a treat. This is going to be a treat. Well, let's start by doing this. And figuring it out from there, I guess. Three. Yeah, okay, that worked. Alright, so that's going to be... So what's going to go on is, I think some of this stuff's going to move. This black nitrogen pipe. That comes in from outside. This brown pipe is outdoor weight, or that's outdoor. So this... Okay, is there any reason that I need to, other than it was nice to be able to top that off? I don't think I need to keep that. Yeah. So I'm going to back this off. Put that forward. There we go. Filling up on crap again. Alright, let's pull this out, and then we start pulling, oh, really? Up so we can grab it. Up so we can grab it. Okay, I'm gonna leave you there for now. Okay, we are just gonna... make sure that this isn't over pressuring at all. I think we can get away with just blasting this. Yeah, it didn't even notice. It's not even noticing. Okay. Alright, so continue our deconstruction. I don't know where the T is. Is that where the T is? Okay, I'm going to leave that as is for the moment. Walk this back. Okay, that's good. Good for now. Alright. Those can stack. Alright. Slowly cleaning up. Slowly cleaning up. Right, yeah. I'm doing that so I can get the filtration working properly. Alright. Pipe radiator. Check. Volume pump. That's a regulator. Okay. Slated pipe. Let's top that up. Make sure it's topped off. I'm actually going to need to... I don't know why I'm dropping those. Because I will be bringing more to the party. Bring more to the party. Let's check our trader again. Galactic gases, stellar stone supply, orbiting organics. I just want a liquid trader. Are they rare? I didn't think they were. There's that. You don't need to be there. Alright, starting to get a little bit cleaner. A very minor little bit. It's funny. We'll get there. Alright, so you're going... You are part of... What did I do? Wrap around you. I don't know where you... Corner... Maybe at one point you were a... If I jump down here... Oh, you cut across to... Oh, to the... Oh, dear. Oops. So cut across to there? I don't know. Whatever. We will... I guess... And I'm assuming this will just blow the filters everywhere? Okay. Alright, works for me. Couple filtration kit, or yeah. Because I need that over here for the future. Oh, perfect. Okay. Wow, we got some nice filters. So, pollutant will be right here. You and you. Nitrogen is here and here.
Hunger caution.
There's that. These chips will have to be updated, but we can do new gases. Whee! Whee! Alright, so that's a little bit better. You run over here to run across there to run over here. It's just... Boy. The electrician that did this job really stinks at his job. Okay, so this is... the electrician should be fired. Indeed, Balin. Okay, I think... Alright. Paranoia. So glad they added that, because it's nice to be able to be certain that you're not going to kill yourself with pulling a frame off the wall. That was stupid. Go like this, do it this way. There we go. Okay, that's out of the way. This is what? Grinder. Plastic vent first. And then I think it's a hand drill. Wrench. Wrench is where I pull the electronics out? No, screwdriver. Oh, yeah, okay. Hand drill. There we go. There. OSHA when you need them. Yep, OSHA's not... Doesn't like me for sure. Nope, I have not gotten the Silahol yet. Is it Silanol? Silanol. Have not. I do have some alcohol. So, I had some alcohol, and you get a little polluted water out of it, but decomposes into methane. I've got pure water in there, but I think that was from when I initially filled it and it was a vacuum. I think I had some evaporation and recondensation. So I got some bonus clean water out of the deal. And right now I'm just trying to figure out how to smuggle my my alcohol around. Good golly. I might have to do some creative thingies here. Like this, I think. What do we got? Line up with this guy. I think I might. Wish I could adjust. Wait, I think I can. Just the depth of where I'm trying to look. I think this gotta be 5. Okay, we can make this. Yeah, there we go. I don't think it's gonna be 3. No, can't do a 3. I don't think. Right? Yeah, 3's too long. 3's too long. Found out how to make an O2 mixer for the combustor. Its margin of error is 0.1, 0.2. Nice. Yeah, my biggest concern is I think I am going to have to write a custom thing. Put the O2 in first, and whoops, and then the alcohol, so you don't decompose into methane. Okay, there we go. That's that. It's going to be a roundabout way of doing this, but I think what I was going to do was pull the... Let's pull it here. Nice. Corner. I like this. So my thought was to run it basically behind the staircase. Yeah, there we go. Need more pipe kits. I mean, it's a little fugly, but... Now, assuming that you can run pure water through the filter and it'll be okay. Whoa, let's... OBS, hide that. Okay, so... The one I built... Hang on. Can I shrink that? Oh, good. I can shrink that down a little bit. There we go. The one I built, I didn't pre-pressure it first. You really don't need it, because once you have the O2 coming in, it will pressure the line, preventing decomposition. Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking, was making sure that there was at least some O2 pressure in there before getting it in.
Hydration.
Okay, I guess eat, drink, and be merry, and then go on to the next step here. Ah! Don't need to kill my lungs anymore. The small amount of CH4 that comes through after 2 to 3 minutes burns itself out. Yeah. Yep, I figured that it would indeed burn. Just adding a little bit of pollutant to the mix, which is probably not... I mean, we're dealing with it, well, prior to the update, so what's the difference, really? Wow, that was fast. Okay. Excuse me. 2 to 3 mult. Yeah, that's not much. So now for the ultimate test. Yep. That test failed. Imagine that, because somebody forgot something. Now, I feel like this... Actually, I really feel like this should be part of this. Because, I mean, it's part of the process, so... I really feel that that is not uncalled for. Okay. Now, for the test. Polluted water, leaving. Polluted water over here. Clean water is what's left. Do I have this hooked up right? Okay. Well, that kind of is unfortunate, but I don't think that'll be a problem. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be seeing water, just pure water anymore, so I think that'll be all right. We have 420 capacity. 420. Okay, so let's do... Wait, this was from a single plant. Basically got me, I'll just say 10 liters. Alright. So I could have up to 100 liters is what we'll say. We'll go with that. So let's harvest our switchgrass. Alright, we are getting ready to grind our switchgrass. Centrifuge it. Yeah, power absolutely helps. Okay, that number seems right. You're firing up. Get ready to go. Awesome. Alright, so we'll see what we get on the other side of that. I don't have the utility kits on me anymore. I should, but I don't. So this, yeah, there we go. This will be pressurized with as much methane as it needs to keep it happy, and I'm okay with that. So now, the combustor. Oh, how does that work? Have they changed it at all? Okay. Okay, so we have the... Let's check the trader again while I'm thinking. Ecosphere Essentials. That sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. So what I was hoping to see with the combustor is like the potential for even a liquid input. Or do I even need to bother with a combustor? I just do it automatic, or do it myself, like put some tanks and a igniter in. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Tested this too. The polluted water from the filter I forced into the combustor output. It helped. The polluted water near instant oil then reduced a little output. No. Okay, you need the combustor. Oh, you need the combustor? Okay. So my question then is, do you just use the expansion valve, moving liquids to a gas pipe? Okay. Okay. And if I remember right, there's no real digital version of this, so... Okay. Contacted. Come on down. Let's see if you've got anything that I would be interested in. What the devil? You've never done that before. we got? I have all that. Yeah. I could sell you some of that, but well, that was disappointing. I don't need mushrooms here. Corn, potatoes, got that, pumpkins, rice, soybeans, switchgrass, tomato. Yeah, I've got all that. Huh. That was disappointing. So how are you going to take it off? Yes, I do have corn. Okay, so wow. Okay, so why did you just do the funny thing? Corn? I didn't eat any corn. Yeah, why? Why did you do that? Okay. All right. Oh, that was stupid. That was frickin' stupid. What the? Is this sulfuric or hydrochloric acid? Yeah. Oh, jeez. I now have hydrochloric acid in my base. That's great. And I tore up that fan. How much? Wait. What? I mean, granted, that's got to be a very low amount. Well, up here is a little higher. No, that was not a pipe burst. That was me being a dummy, and I've been running past all my airlocks, and I did that on the way in. That was yeah. Well, okay. Let's see. Where's our exhausts? This might be one of the easier. No, let's not plug it directly into there, because that'll be a problem. We could plug it into that guy though. Okay, so powered vent. Powered vent large. Do you? I do kind of have a scrubber, but not for my base atmosphere, so it's a little unfortunate. Do that. That is most unfortunate. Okay, inward. There we go. I'm gonna go turn off my oxygen filter in the atmospherics room, because I want my oxygen in the base. Oxygen's over here. Everything else can get sorted into these tanks. Sure. You don't have to go into necessarily details, but kind of like the parts that you used and control. I think that would work out for me. So as long as that stays pretty good. Liquid hydrochloric acid. Whoops. Do I have any puddles of it? That'd be freaking hilarious. Okay, there we go. Alright, so... Are you active? Yeah, you're active now. Wait. Do I have volatiles in the room? No, I don't have volatiles in the room. How am I getting volatiles in the waste pipe? Oh, I'm probably combusting. No, wait, I shouldn't be combusting. 2 gas analyzers, 1 liquid volume pump, 1 gas volume pump, 1 liquid pipe, 100 liter mixed fuel pipe valve, then expansion valve. And okay, alright, that makes sense. Liquid side volume pump, 1 liquid pipe, 1 expansion valve. That pressure in there, yeah, okay. Oh. I just realized I need some of these. You know what? I'll grab that. No, I don't need that, because I'm going to be sucking some up. Grab that. Okay. Fuel pipe analyzer reads volume of liquid. Just simple math. Oh, okay. Are you a long pipe? You almost look like it. Okay, this is my O2. There we go. That just significantly increased my storage here. Fuel line at 0.3 liter. Okay. I'm assuming the 0.3 liters so it doesn't decompose when it... I guess it'd run out of pressure. Ah, yeah. Gas side input side of the gas pipe analyzer rates total moles and divides that by the volume. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. 36. Over here. Oh, we're actually really reducing in pressure. That's cool. I barely sucked any out of this room. Okay. Oh dear. I really need to put scrubbers in. Well, I didn't even pay attention to my concentrations of hydrochloric acid. Very minimal. Non-existent. I think this is actually probably pretty safe. Let's check down here where the liquid would be. Less than 0.1% combined. Okay, it's a little stiff here. Okay, I think we're actually pretty good. Oh, 0.3 so the pipe won't stress. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, and then just... Alright. That makes sense. Keep it loaded. Yeah, okay. What kind of throughput do you end up getting out of that? Just out of curiosity. Why is my seat sinking here? Okay, we are getting close to more than enough pressure. Let's turn that off. Ooh, storm incoming. Awesome. Oh, how many sorry, my brain broke looking at that for some reason. At that, I guess, small volume in the pump. Wow, words. So the 0.3 liters worth of fuel mix with the O2 appropriate. How much water do you get out, say, in a 15-minute period? So it seems like at those low volumes it might be a little on the low side, but... Yeah, because I imagine this is just a continuous flow. Where do I have any? I actually don't think I'm loading the system down other than base cooling. Wait. Oh, well, yeah, it's really not going to do much here now. Oh, do I have to refactor you? Yeah, the whole liquid in the pipe thing, that I'm still trying to figure out what the best 0.3, I'm imagining, see, 0.3 in a 10 liter section. Right? Or is it 0.3 and it'd be 30? Yeah, whatever. Fuel mix ended up being 1502, 5 alcohol by mole on average. Burn 20 mole water a tick. Okay, 20 mole water. Oh, 0.3 in 100 liters. Yeah, that's I guess that makes sense. So I'm looking at yeah, okay, that makes sense because I got a very large. It's 0.13. Oh, gee. I did the math. I could have looked up top. So 0.13 liters in a humongous network. So I'm imagining if I did... 3% stress, maybe? I don't know. No, okay. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't never... I knew, obviously, liquid in the pipe was bad, but didn't know just how... Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's countdown. That's right. 6 minutes? 7 minutes. 360 would be 6. Yes, so it's 7.5 minutes. Okay, 7.5 minutes. We still have hydrochloric acid, but it's a low quantity. Low quantity. This not even existent there, so that's good. Okay. I think I can get away with, obviously hydrochloric acid would be terrible to be breathing in any quantity, but I think we might be okay now. Change that out. Okay. .3 liters in 100 liters was 15% stress. Mixture wasn't perfect, but there was a margin error about 1 to 2%. Well, that's not a bad. That's not a bad error for that. Can I just slap that on there? Let's see. Okay, back pressure regulator is at atmosphere. Let me put this on because I think this is an old tank and I think it's going to blow it off into the world. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. That's why I put that suit on. Okay. Pull this out. This is the pollutant stuff I don't need to do anything with. Okay. All right. That's the outdoor garbage line. I don't need to deal with it. Nice. Okay, I got a little bit of room here. I can almost walk through here again. I'm gonna bang my head off the pipe, so the chase mixer. I was trying to keep up. Yep, that's That is the problem with that. Not that that's a huge problem. Wait, is it? Why do I have heat distortion still? Okay, pollutant. Wow, we're up to almost 1% pollutant in here. That was a significant amount of pollutant I just blew out of the tank, so... Good to know. Good to know. Wait. That's ridiculous. Even 1% pollutant isn't enough to throw a warning at me? Surely it's doing... No? Not doing damage? Okay. I figured this much pollutant would be a problem. A concentration of 0.1 mole or greater will cause your suit to warn about poison in the atmosphere. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Oh, very nice. Okay, that's fascinating. I figured this would be enough to really do some damage to you, but okay. Yeah, almost restored some.
Hunger caution.
Okay, what we've got here. Pressure regulator, pressure regulator. Have I thrown that in there yet? I don't think I have. Done with this for now. Done with these for now. Insulated tank. That's just a regular tank. That's an insulated tank. Pipe meter over here. Take that with me. Okay, alright. We are getting somewhere. Let's say that your base air has some personality. That is for sure. Okay, last opportunity before Star Smelter. Cosmic concoctions. That almost sounds like it could be. Alright, I got 2 minutes. Sounds like I could almost have liquid. I just want some liquid nitrogen so I can fix my problem here. I don't want to have to make it myself, but... I don't want to walk too far away because I'm going to forget what I'm doing. Why is... I thought that was supposed to... Oh. Okay. Call down, come on down. Alright, so you'll be safe here. You know, that's something I want to try out, is calling them down right as the storm's about to hit. Like, quite literally, and see how that... Yeah. I'm gonna try that sometime. Call down a trader as the storm is hitting. See how they like that. Okay. Eat, drink, and I don't want any hydrochloric acid in my... Oop, hello. Okay. I can correct my water system for drinking too eventually. I'll be happy with that. So basically, I just need to revamp the living space altogether. Should I? Let's take it easy with the... I don't have the water production up yet. Okay. storm has just started. So we're going to have to turn on the light to see. Jeez. Alright, what do we have? Awesome. We've... Those are expensive. But very good. This is what I wanted. This right here. So we've got exactly what I'm looking for here. Okay. I may consider... liquid ozone. It's a very good oxidizer. Okay. Alright. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we have our liquid trader. Finally. Place my suit in the backpack after I trade. Me and my backpack? I always put it in my tool belt. How many moles the pollutant? Oh, yeah, we're a little. Now press sort. Whoa, yellow. Oh. Oh, on the backpack. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh. Well, that's silly. What? There was another thing. I think, like, literally putting it into the shelf or something. I forget what it was. It's like setting it on the shelf and then pulling it back off. Fixed it as well. Yeah, there's a couple ways to do it. Forgot where I'm... Oh, hey, I didn't have to throw any charcoal out, so that's awesome. Means the, I think the extra phase change system really helped. It's down to 19 degrees. We're getting downright chilly. What's the set point here? Oh, this is at set point. Okay. .1. 3.1. All right. So, is there a particular reason that I have to set that law? What's my working fluid? Ah, okay. Yeah, pollutant. All right. So 3150. Set for, okay, 3150 is set for like -10. Okay. Which is CO2's, okay. Alright. That explains why I've got it set that way. Because my carbon dioxide can liquefy and freeze. Nope, he did not have silanol. He had ozone and hydrazine. So that was pretty cool. Oh, that's what I was doing. Right. I have to find a way to actually deal with that stuff. Liquid. Well, first off, landing pad atmospherics kit. I think actually I might have some already. I do? Okay, so I don't need that. So let's do insulated. One thing I want to do is liquid tanks. Oh, good lord. Silicon's going to be a thing. I can do more silicon. I need... I'm going to do 10. Because that's literally all I need. Silicon... No... I need 300. So let's just make up a batch. Silicon. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Let that roll. Okay. Alrighty, Balin, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the advice on how you did the mixer. And ooh, it's running late, so I won't be able to get it done tonight, but we have a plan for the next time then. So thanks for stopping in. Glad you could join us. So have yourself a good night. Okay. Just processing, right? We have our liquid nitrogen trader, so I'm thrilled about that. Ooh, interesting. That was very interesting. I mean, I suppose that works. But that was interesting. So close to having that thing fully automatic. Yet so far away because the bug where sometimes it shoots off an extra item. This is liquid tank, right? Yep, okay. So we got the liquid tank. Good. So print that off. Ah, so close. So close. So we need the landing pad atmospherics kit. Let's go ahead and grab that, which is going to need oh my god. Landing pad liquid output. Takes a liquid volume pump to put together, which I don't have one of those. We're whittling through it. Of course, the O2 is let's see what we can do here. These are... Oh, this is steel frame. Good. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to... Is this also steel frame? Oh, good. Need to go through and do this to all my steel frames. At some point. Kind of a nice finish. That also tells me where stuff is that I need to work on. Okay. Right, so we can do... Let's see if we do this. What's this do? Okay, somebody took some damage. Just fine. So that worked better than I kind of hoped it would. Alright, so we're gonna have to... Let's turn you off for a second. I want to make this actually work a little better. God, don't punch through. Okay. So first off, get 2 volume pumps. 2 volume pumps. 2 volume pumps. I got the 2 volume pumps. This is for the 2 outputs. Actually, alright, we're gonna deal with that and have volume pump going this way. Jeez. Luckily, I haven't gotten killed by free pipes, but I have been killed by other silly things. But yeah, that's not a bad piece of advice. There we go. Alright, there's one. Then the other... Let's do that one. Oh man, we're getting into some more spaghetti. I should have kept that. We're going to have to come over here, I think. Yeah, we're going to do spaghetti here. This is temporary, just so I can process this faster and maintain my oxygen supply for my suit. Oh, good lord. That'd be bad. Other way. Thank you. Okay. So you are going to be named this. That's why you're on. You and you. So let's... Okay. There, this should be doing a heck of a lot better. Yeah, look at that. Now we're processing. Now we're processing like cheese. As long as the back pressure regulator can keep up. What are you doing here? Oh, this is funny. Okay, so we're a little bit cleaner. Alright, so now that we're doing that, let's go ahead and can throw our liquid output to our... Actually, we already have one. We already have a liquid output. That's got a bunch of garbage in it. Because it ruptured at some point. I actually have a liquid pipe coming in. For the most part. It's garbage on both sides. So. This is actually an old tank too. Let's there we go. Very good. So now I feel like this is almost like a garbage line. Maybe that needs to go into the atmospherics room. I really gotta... Maybe... Huh. Oh, you. Okay, pulling in more nitrogen for the greenhouse. Good to know. Okay, let's make sure that's not overpressure. So this is gas. Let's go ahead and turn on the liquid. I think I'll deal with that and then just filter off what I need. As long as I don't make any combustible mixes in there. So we will buy... So these are literally liters. So if I buy 100 liters... we should have roughly 100 liters here. O2 is melting into... well, you're freezing. Kind of hoping that's not actually a problem. Yeah, okay, so I think I definitely need to do is pull off the pollutant and carbon dioxide, because that's just a waste. So, yeah. I hope that's not a problem. We'll find out, I suppose. The joke will be on me. Are you the one that's singing? You must be. You must be the one that's singing. Okay. Grr, God damn it, did it again. Stop doing that, you noob. Okay, well, you know what we're doing here. Alright, let's go get some more. Did it again. God. did it again. Can't believe that. Good Lord. Do I have a section there? Do that, and then we'll do this. Okay. Well, that's very fascinating that the temperature has dropped so much because of the hydrochloric acid condensing, or evaporating. Condensing? No, wait. Condensing would raise the temperature, right? Because it'd be evaporation. I don't know why the temperature's so low in here, actually. Or is it because it condensed and now it needs to evaporate? Or is it because it's being... Maybe it's being filled by low tempo too. That's what... Maybe that's what it is. I forget at what point these start pinging. But I have to start shoving O2 into the other tank. Inwards limited, because there's nothing left to pull in. You can do that.
Power low.
So 49.1 is too high? Okay. There. You stop complaining? Oh, we could also do this. There we go. Now basically everything is going into the other system. Instead of just dumping it here. kind of funny. How much do we have here? A little bit of NOS. How we doing over here? 1.1 kPa. Okay, we got a fair amount. 1.1 megapascals of oxygen. Half a megapascal of methane. 1 atmosphere. Okay. Quite a bit of CO2. Water's not doing too bad. That's, what, 10 liters? 12, 13 liters? And a fair amount of hydrochloric acid. I don't know what it's good for yet, but I have it. Keeping it. It's mine. Alright. That's the outdoor pipe. How are we doing here? I'm going to run this up to like 45 megapascals, then I'm going to call it because I have got to go to bed. For sure. Run this up to 45. I'm going to turn off the vent and open up the valve right there so I can dump some oxygen back into the base a little bit. So I don't know how much. I'll just cycle you. So I've dropped the pressure here, but I think there's quite a bit over here, yeah. So yeah, I gotta stop going through the airlock so stupid quick. Gotta fix my lungs so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, 45 is there. Okay, off, on. Just going to start processing oxygen and dumping it into the room here. Standing under the vent, I can breathe. Okay, I'm going to call it good. I guess double check this really quick. 2.3 megapascals. This has to be outfitted, I think, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We are not going to worry about that right now. So, got the fermenter going, in theory. Got that ready to clean it up, and I might filter from there a little further. Yeah, so I might actually dump it through a filter to its own little tank for mixing, so I don't end up with polluted water in there, which might not necessarily actually be a bad thing, but just the principle of the thing, right? So, okay. You're actually in here now. You should be blowing off some heat if we're, yeah. You are pushing a little heat in here. That's fine. Everybody's happy. Happy, wealthy, wise, something like that. So, yeah, we made some progress tonight. We got our liquid nitrogen, which is the biggest thing. So now I can work on building my my fixo lung, iron lung, fixo lung. So, and give me my hygiene. There we go. Thank you. All right. And we got some flow going here. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. So it was a success. We found technically a lot of the new gases with that trader. It got ozone, got hydrazine. Actually, trying to remember if he had alcohol on him, but we made alcohol. So that, I mean, that works. So that's a good place. We got some things done. So more on the list, but that's Stationeers for us. So anyway, with that, I would like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.